Leadership. The moment we take this word, there's something magical about it, isn't it? A kind of a honor, there's a respect, possibly there's a bit of status as well. So for many people who started their careers as individual contributors, their first immediate career goal happens to be to become a leader. For many, exceptions do exist. But otherwise, for a lot of people who start their careers, how soon will I become a team leader? Now, what about those people who are already leaders? What is there for them? Obviously, it is all about the next level leadership. A leader becoming next level leader. Now, the research has shown and documented that the challenge of moving from an individual contributor to a first-time leader is enormous, because a lot of things do change. It's a kind of a paradigm shift, So far you've been responsible for yourself, now you're suddenly responsible for a team as well. Now, in our experience of working with senior leaders over the last decade, I personally deliver a lot of workshops, I personally happen to coach a lot of senior leaders. I do gather lots of insights about the challenges of transitioning from leader to next level leader. It's not something which is very automatic, right? There are certain challenges that really are faced by these leaders. So in this video, let me specifically present 3 specific insights that I gathered. So the first of the 3 insights, number 1, the transition from leader to next level leader is not natural for many, and it might even sometimes lead to a failure as well. Now consider some of the specific examples. Possibly you can relate to these things much better. A zonal head wanting to become a country sales head, right, may not be natural. Or a successful production head aspiring to become overall manufacturing head, right, where multiple functions do come under this person, may not be natural. You may be a successful production guy, but you may not be a successful manufacturing head. Or you might be a fantastic professor in an academic school. You may not be a great director or a dean, right? Or you could be a fantastic learning and organization development professionals, but may not be able to transition to a CHRO, Chief Human Resource Officer kind of a role. Or you may be a fantastic project head, but may not be a great delivery head, right? Or you may be actually a fantastic delivery head, but may not be able to grow into become a business vertical head. When you face all these kind of challenges and these examples, one thing that comes out very, very clearly is all these people had their own bunch of opportunities, but since they could not manage them well, ended up as failures. So insight number 1, the transition from leader to next level leader is not natural. It may lead to failure as well. Number 2, now the expectations from stakeholders are not explicit when you move to next level leader. No one catches you in a corridor and says, hey, here is my list of 10 things that I'm now expecting from you because now you have become a next level leader. No one tells us about it. At the same time, at the end of the year, at the end of the 6 months period, they might be thoroughly disappointed, say, you did not measure up to the next level leadership. Now, what is it missing in this whole phenomena is the explicit statements of expectations from stakeholders are not given. Now, it is expected that a leader has to be sensing the opportunities all around, the expectations of stakeholders around, and lift yourself to that next level of leadership. And therefore, insight number 2 is stakeholder expectations when you move to next level leadership are not made explicit. So, insight number 3, the transition from leader to next level leader requires intentional effort. The effort is more for personal transformation before the role actually changes on the ground. There's a lot of things that you need to let go. There are a lot of things that you need to add in. To manage this entire transition, you require intentional efforts. So there are 3 insights, just to summarize. Number 1, leader to next level leader is not natural. It might lead to failure if mismanaged. Number 2, it's all about the stakeholder expectations not being very explicitly stated, and you are supposed to be very intuitive, very perceptive, and gather those expectations and measure up to those expectations. Number 3, it requires intentional effort, and that means personal transformation comes before the role transformation happens. So these are the 3 insights. Can you manage all these 3 on your own? Possibly yes and possibly no. For some people, they might just get into the role and start managing all by themselves, and if they're very competent, obviously I think they can be very successful and they can just come out with the flying colors and they're already there at next level leadership. But just to make the entire transition a little easier, I conceptualized a concept of 10 commandments. Now it's a very simple framework which gradually takes you through the entire journey of where you want to start and where you want to reach through all these 10 simple steps. Each step will also have a bunch of tools and frameworks and techniques to personally manage this entire transition. So with only one sole objective is, how do we really address these 3 interesting insights that I shared above, and how do we really tackle those challenges and successfully move to the next level of leadership, so that the opportunity that the organizations are given are fully utilized by us and we discover ourselves and our true leadership potential, right? So in case you want to know more about these kind of details, I do conduct these workshops sometimes. You're open to register for some of them. Check out our website, www.hrfootprints.com, or you can even visit my website, www.drraj.hrfootprints.com. And there are contact details as well. You can do write to me about it. And more importantly, please do write in case you already are facing some of these dilemmas or some of the challenges, or you have successfully managed this transition yourself. Even that will be a great learning for me and for many others as well, right? So I hope this video has given you some interesting perspectives to ponder about, and I wish you all the very good luck in your transition to next level leadership. Thank you.